The second level of enlightenment is Atma is truth. And if your father is Patel, you are Patel. Untruth cannot be the child of truth. So if this existence is there, it is very much there, it is real, it is not illusion. It can be an illusion, but it cannot be unreal. Why it can be real? It has to be real because it is the product of Atman. So Atma is not the part of everything. Everything is the part of Atma. Are you getting my point? So the one who knows that there is nothing is Atman. And Atman can be not understood as nothing or everything or absolutely not something. So people who say that Atma is nothing, Anatma, they say Anatman, there is nothing called Atma, there is nothing called God. They are idiots. And then there are higher idiots who say that there is Atman. Nothing can be said. Nothing can be proved. Nothing can be understood about Atman. We are just doing this futile exercise to wake up these people who are drowned in intoxicant and they are stoned and they are refusing to wake up. That is the exercise. Just that. Understood? You know gibberish? That is gibberish. How did gibberish get its name? The name came from a Sufi saint called Zibran. Zibran was a Sufi saint and a renowned master. If you read about him, you will go crazy. The originality of gibberish language is in the Egyptian culture as well as the Indian culture, whichever was more older. Oh, sorry, not Egyptian, African culture and Indian culture, I believe both are the same. It's mentioned in Vigyan Bhairav Tantra. After that, Zibran gave it to the world. And so from the name of Zibran, the name came gibberish. One day, Zibran was going on the donkey, sitting on the donkey with his disciples. He was traveling somewhere, and a naked man, Sufi man, madman, came and held the reins of the donkey. And the students were upset. Zibran, a true Sufi, he said, wait, don't harm him. He said, I'm here just to ask a question. Zibran said, asked. He said, I want to know whose enlightenment will you term as higher? Hazrat Muhammad or Al-Halas, Mansur al-Haq al-Halas, the founder of Sufism. He used to continuously recite one mantra, Ya Ilah, means there is no gods. The second line is Illallah, but God. These lines were given to the world by Hazrat Muhammad. And the traditional Muslims would warn him, torture him, tell him that say the complete line, Ya ilaha illallah. But he found it Sufism and he was ready to die for his truth. He said, I've never realized illallah, so I will not say that. I will only say that there is no God. Like Mahavira, like Buddha, he was enlightened. He came to know that there is no God. And unfortunately, like me, there was no master of him who made him be received to enlightenment. You don't receive enlightenment, you get received to enlightenment. So he did not come to the truth, illallah. So he kept on saying, Ya ilah, Ya ilah, Ya ilah, Ya ilah. And one day, the Khalifa, their soldiers, they caught him and they cut off his little finger and said, say the full word. He said, no, I've not come to that realization. If I come to that realization, I will. They heated a rod and put it in his eyes. Second eye, his ear, second ear. Chopped off one fingers of his other hand, legs, hands, everything was chopped off. In the end, they cut off his neck, and the realization came that very moment. And he was on the sand hill, and the head which was rolling said, Illallah. Not by the fear of death. He said, wait, the realization has come. By that time, they chopped off his neck, and the cut off head said, Ya ilah, illallah. But he died, unfortunately. 72 Shias, Ali and Hussein, under Ali and Hussein were killed. I was there present. 72 people were tortured and cut off part by part. And they fought with what? Serving spoons, sticks, and these people were with swords and spears. And who are they? They were Hazrat Muhammad's most beloved daughters, husband and son. After the 72 people were killed, tortured, the daughter of Hazrat Muhammad was asked to leave. It is said that she had magical powers, which Hazrat Muhammad did not allow her to use. She could make it rain. And these people died of thirst. Small girl, 5-year-old girl died of thirst. She was thrown out of the Muslim areas. And she could not go to the Jews' kingdom or the Jews' areas. She went to the Parsis. But that was the boundary line of the country where two countries met. So half the houses were of Muslim clerics and big business people, and half the houses belonged to the Parsis in that locality. So she entered with her small bundle where she had her little clothes, and she It was dark in the night. She entered in the night and she inquired that, is there a Muslim house where I can live? They said, who are you? Coming in the middle of night, a woman, single woman, and that too in a Muslim country. She said, I'm daughter and the most beloved, favorite daughter of Hazrat Muhammad. I don't have the fear. Muslims are my brothers. They will protect me. They said, this is the head cleric, head priest house of a Wahhabi. She went to that house of the Wahhabi and said, can you give me some place to live for a few days? I've been thrown out from the Muslim kingdom. I'm the beloved daughter of Hazrat Muhammad. He said, I don't want to put my and my family's life in trouble. Please go. She said, at least for one night. He said, please leave right now, or else I'm going to inform the soldiers. I will have to go. Daughter of Hazrat Muhammad. A guru's daughter coming and begging at your door, let me stay for at least one night. No, get lost. People said that we are helpless. If we cannot keep you, we are really scared of the soldiers. We cannot. He said, you go to the colony of the Sunnis. She went over there. She found out that this is the head cleric's, head priest's house. She knocked. She said, can you? Same answer, get out. She was roaming around. A Parsi saw. And she was weeping on the road, feeling helpless. And he said, what happened, sister? He said, there is this Parsi cleric. You can go and stay with him. She knocked on the door. The cleric opened the door. He was sleeping. It was late night. He said, sister, who are you? He said, I just want shelter for a few days, brother, if you can allow me. He said, of course, but I cannot take you in if I don't know who you are. He said, I'm the beloved daughter of Muhammad. He said, please welcome. The Wahhabi cleric went to sleep. In the middle of the night, he got a dream that he has died and he has gone to the heaven. And at the heaven, Hazrat Muhammad was receiving people, and as he had promised that people who have accepted Islam will be taken into the heaven, rest will go to the hell. Even Jesus has promised that. Muhammad also gave the same promise. So he was open and he was accepting. The cleric came. He said, all my life I have just worked towards spreading your religion. He said, please get out, go to the hell. The gate is over there. He said, why? He said, you refused my daughter. You didn't take her in her house. This is my house. I will not take you in my house. He got restless. He woke up and he ran on the roads looking for Hazrat Muhammad's daughter. They said she's gone to the Sunni area. He went over there. They said no. He gathered few people of him and he started looking for her. Someone said that she's gone to the Parsi area. He went into the colony of Parsis. He went to the head cleric and he said, you have illegally kidnapped the daughter of Hazrat Muhammad. Release her or we will kill every Parsi over here. He said, get lost, do whatever you want to do. She's here, she will not leave till she does not want to live. You get out. He said, I will kill you and your family. He said, you do it. Do whatever you want. Get lost. Come in the morning. This is the time to sleep. She is also sleeping. In the morning, if she says she wants to go with you, I will not stop her. But right now, I'm not going to disturb her. You can kill me, kill my family, but I will not let her be touched by you people. She's under my protection. He said, I will burn off your whole colony. I will burn and kill every Parsi. I will rape your women. Look at us. We have all come. He said, do whatever you want. Because the dream that you have seen and you have come over here, I was sleeping and I saw the same dream and she came and knocked on my door. The cleric had no face to stay over there. He put down his head and left. So we come back to Zibran. Zibran said, I cannot answer like this. You have to tell me what is the reason of you asking. He said, I'm asking because in the last days of Mansur al-Halas, the last breath, he said that I've got the realization, I've known God, that there are no many gods but God. And just 7 days before Muhammad died, he gave a statement that God forgive me. I have not known you the way you need to be known. Whose enlightenment is higher, Babita? Al-Halas or Hazrat Muhammad?
Al-Halas.
Why?
Because he knew God at the end.
Absolutely wrong. He claimed to know God in his last breath. And Hazrat Muhammad told the truth that you cannot be known. When you know your Guru, when you know your God, devotion ends. Devotion, love becomes perfect. Perfect means the end. Love is still pending in Hazrat Muhammad. Love is eternal. It is not dying. Love is God. It is not dying for Hazrat. But for Mansur al-Halas, devotion ended. Zibran said, if this is the case, then of course the enlightenment of Hazrat Muhammad was much higher than the enlightenment of Mansur al-Halas, the founder of Sufism and the biggest saint, the biggest priest, the biggest guru of Sufism, did not choose the founder of Sufism over the founder of Islam. He said his love is intact, his love is not dead for God. And the purpose of enlightenment is to move ahead towards devotion. So all that I'm telling you that Atman cannot be realized or can be realized is just putting up examples, like Yama is also putting up examples. It is to surround the intellect of these intellectuals who are stoned, who are intoxicated by their own intelligence. And they refuse to surrender, they refuse to let go their intelligence, because all that they are is what they know. And they know a lot. They are knowing a lot. And enlightenment is unlearning, let going. Enlightenment is your first step towards devotion, towards faith. 9 steps more. And in the 10th step, you will reach devotion, faith, love. Enlightenment is not the end. Enlightenment is the beginning. So understand this, that this all are anecdotes, examples to wake up those who are sleeping. Atma is not the part of everything. Everything is the part of Atma. Everything is not unreal. Everything is an illusion. A person to say this, these people cannot be said that. They will be even more confused. And if they are confused, their problem is they will try to think. And my job is to make them stop thinking. So I have to tell them the lie that everything is unreal. To at least make them put their first step on enlightenment. Then they will walk towards devotion. If I tell them illusion, and illusion is neither real nor unreal, then they will start thinking, okay, 1 plus 1 is 2. So 2 plus 1 will be 3 and 2 plus 2 will be 4. God can be not understood. Understanding is created by mind. Mind is created by God. How can you know your grandfather or your great-grandfather? Atman cannot be understood. It is not the domain, neither the capacity of the mind. I hope you have understood. This is how the question is. If you say yes, you are stuck. If you say no, you are stuck. It is better to say that it cannot be understood. Understood? Yes? So we'll call it a day over here. Meet you next Saturday. Hari Om Tat Sat.
Hari Om Tat Sat.
Hari Om Tat Sat.
Hari Om Tat Sat.
Hari Om Tat Sat.